Welcome to the official launch program of Azadi ke Amrit Mahotsav se Swarnim Bharat ki Aur, an event to celebrate the 75th anniversary of India's independence, and the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, would officially inaugurate and flag off the program that has been organized in collaboration with the Government of India's Department of Culture, the Ministry of Tourism, and the Ministry for the Development of Northeastern Regions of India. The national launch ceremony, organized in collaboration with the Government of India, in partnership with the Brahma Kumaris, is hosted at the Brahma Kumaris headquarters, Shantivan campus. The Honorable Prime Minister of India to address the audience. It is indeed a momentous occasion to have the Prime Minister amongst us. Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi. Namaste to everyone. And Om Shanti, greetings of peace. I would like to offer my congratulations and welcome to Shri Om Birla, the Speaker of the lower house of India's Parliament, the Governor of Rajasthan, Shri Kalraj Mishra ji, the Chief Minister of Rajasthan, Shri Ashok Gehlot ji, the Chief Minister of Gujarat, Shri Kishan Reddy, the Union Minister of Tourism and Culture, Bhupendra Yadav ji, Arjun Ram Meghwal ji, Purushottam Rupala ji, Shri Kailash Chaudhary ji, Shri Gulab Chand Kataria, the Leader of Opposition in the Assembly of Rajasthan, Rajyogi Mrutyunjay ji, the Executive Secretary of Brahma Kumaris, Rajyogini Sister Mohini, the brothers and sisters of Brahma Kumaris, and all assembled dignitaries and my brothers and sisters. There are certain places. There is a special consciousness in those places. Those places have a flow of certain special energy, a certain power. This is the power, this is the energy of the penance of certain great people. And their consciousness awakens the consciousness and spreads across to the lands, spreading across to forests, to the mountains, to the lands. And Mount Abu is also a place of awakening, a land that has brought consciousness. Today, Mount Abu is also a holy place that the Brahma Kumaris today have taken this initiative to mark the India's festival of its independence, but not just celebrating the past, but also an inspiration for taking India forward, of taking it forward to make it a golden-aged India. And today, that India has dreams. There are things that we would like to do. And I am thankful today that the Brahma Kumaris family has always stood with this country, of inspiring them, of motivating them. And today I would also take this opportunity to remember Dadi Janki. I remember Dadi Gulzar, Dadi Hriday Mohini, even though they might not be physically present amongst us. But it is their blessings that I experience today, even this audience. My friends, that our sadhana is connected with our sankalp, that our penance is connected to our noble thoughts, that when we take up the cause of selfless service, idam namama, that I do not do this for myself, but for the benefit of the whole, to the benefit of all. And the moment we take this thought, that we will bring a new morning, we will bring a new time, we will create a new tomorrow. And when we take this noble thought of selfless service, this is a thought that resonates in the work of the Brahma Kumaris. And today, this selflessness of the Brahma Kumaris have put the foundations of a golden India. Our dreams and the dreams of the country are no different. Our guiding principles and the guiding system, where there is no discrimination, where there is equality, and may it stand on the pillars of social justice. We are now seeing an emerging India, that the thought and approach of India is new. The decisions of India are developmental in its agenda. And today the greatest strength of India is that no matter how the time is, no matter how much darkness is around, that India has never let go of its original nature. For several eons and ages, we have stood the tests of time, even when there were dark ages, even when the world was stuck in the old thought, even when women were not treated with respect elsewhere in the world. But we knew in India that the mothers of India were worshipped. We look past our India's glorious history, where mothers like Madalasa, Gargi, and several great women have guided societies and given knowledge to people. Even in the Middle Ages of India, we celebrate women like Pannadai, who have been examples of courage and sacrifice. Matangini Hajra, the queen of Kittur, Rani Channamma, Jalkari Bai, Rani Lakshmi Bai, Ahilya Bai Holkar, Savitri Bhai Phule. These are the goddesses who have kept the identity of India intact. And today, India remembers the millions of soldiers of India's independence, the freedom fighters. And today we commemorate their dreams And those dreams are being fulfilled today. Today, there are several girls today who are also studying in the Sainik schools, the special schools where children are groomed for their career in the armed forces. And the government's work in promoting women's participation in the democracy of the country. We know that in 2019, we saw that more number of women exercised their voting rights in the 2019's national election. And today, we are proud that in the government of India, women are holding important portfolios in the cabinet. And women are the leaders of this transformation. And we also know that the government's campaign of Beti Padhao, Beti Bachao, that we have come to a better status of girl-child ratio. The sex ratio in the country has also improved, where there is an equality that we see. And today in the new India, we all know that our ancient sages have said, have mentioned Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritangamaya. It is an ancient prayer that may we go from darkness to light. May we move away from death and walk towards immortality. And one cannot go towards immortality without the knowledge, without the true knowledge. And it is the time for India's knowledge today, the time for research, for innovation. As much as we usher into a new India, to a new age, that we look up to modernity, we know that is where our future lies, but we also remember that our roots live in our roots live in our culture, of our spirituality, of our values. We should know that we should work to the enrichment of our values, of our culture, and of our preserving our heritage. Along with looking forward to modernity, of scientific temperament, of taking technology together with us. And in creating this India, we have a greater role. And I see that the Brahma Kumaris teach spirituality, but not just spirituality, but you're also working in the field of education, of agriculture, of health. And you are partners of the government of India today, that you have set targets for yourself. That to provide new strength, of new energy to the nation. And today you want to make the farmers self-reliant and motivating the farmers for natural farming, organic farming, and also teaching. The Brahma Kumari sisters have been teaching the clean food, the sattvic food movement of eating pure food, but not just pure food, that the Brahma Kumaris are promoting natural farming, non-violent farming, organic farming, And the Brahma Kumaris can become a great example. A certain number of villages can be adopted and set as an example of clean farming, of non-violent farming, of organic and natural farming. In terms of clean energy also, the world looks up to India, and India is working on it. And today, for creating clean energy, the awakening of people is necessary. And the Brahma Kumaris work in the field of solar energy. The Brahma Kumaris have set an example. For several years, you have been cooking using solar energy for several decades now. More and more people should use the solar energy. You have been inspirational. You all can help us in several campaigns of the Government of India, of a self-reliant India, local, Vocal for Local is a campaign run by the Government of India. This is the Amrit Kal. This is the time of ambrosia. These are the moments where we cannot be sleeping. These are the moments where we look up to the future of the 25 years. Are the moments of hard work and of resilience. The next 25 years is the 25 years to regain the golden moments of India. May our energies be focused on the future. In our society, there is a tremendous potential. It is a society that there is an eternal old adage and also an ever-new spirit. Of course, we agree there are certain negativities that have come into us over the years and ages. But by staying awakened, we stay clear of these negativities. Those people who are awakened, they can achieve their goals no matter what. There is a variety in the society today. The richness of our diversity also comes with our centuries-old experiences of drawing an inherent strength, that there is a legacy and an experience. That as much the society sees that time and again there have been people who have come from the very society and have worked to the betterment of the society. And these people who have challenged time, they are the people who have never turned their back for bringing about a positive change. No matter what oppositions they have faced from the very society that they aim to change, they have stood steadfast. And it is their strength that in every age, in every eon, to keep the society awakened, to keep the society on the right track, to keep it free of negative tendencies, is a constant process. The generation of those ages are responsible to carry on this responsibility, both individually and collectively. And Brahma Kumaris and several organizations like them are working towards this cause. And in these last 75 years after India's independence, our society and our country, and there is one evil, one negative tendency that has made home in our society today, in the country today. In the last 75 years, that we have only spoken of our rights, but we have forgotten about our responsibilities, and this is a great evil that is dodging us today. It is true to a certain level, to a certain extent of time. In a certain situation, one can talk about one's rights, but one should not forget one's own responsibilities. And it is forgetting our responsibilities that has weakened this nation. India had lost a great deal of its time because prime importance was not given to the duties of people, that we forgot our own duties. There is a lacuna, there is an empty space that we see today in the society. This huge gap that we see is something that we have to fulfill in the coming 25 years. And it is the sadhana, it is the effort of looking up to our responsibilities. The Brahma Kumaris can give this message that may each citizen of India be awakened to the responsibility, to the duty that one has to play in creating a better India. There is one mantra that may we all work together, that may we awaken the people to their duties. May we focus our energies in awakening the duty consciousness, and it is the duty, the path of duty that one should walk furthermore. You are the people of duty. The Brahma Kumaris is an organization that signifies duty above everything else. We see the discipline and dedication in the Brahma Kumaris, that it is this sense of duty, this sense of responsibility that I see in the Brahma Kumaris. This is the same sense of duty and responsibility that should reflect in the entire country and its people. You have all heard the story. There was a room full of darkness, and many people were trying to work to fight off this darkness. Then an intelligent person walked in with a candle into the room, and the darkness went away. And today, this small effort of bringing light into the darkness, of bringing a small lamp, of bringing one lamp, a lightning, this one lamp of duty, that me, that only when we walk this path of duty and responsibility can we usher India to a new age. People who address this land as their motherland, there is nobody in this nation who does not want to take India to a new age. There is nobody who is not willing to bring happiness to the entire nation. Everybody wants to achieve this, but we can do this by awakening the sense of duty. And I would like to bring in one more notion that we have all been evident of several occasions where people have tried to defame the country. People have tried to defame the nation and its glory. We cannot shake it off as a political move. No, as we celebrate the 75 years of India's independence, it is our responsibility that the world knows India in its true light, in its true color. Internationally, India has presence across the globe. May we be the messengers of delivering the true message of India, of India's true culture, of its true message. May we awaken them. May we make them aware of what is India's true message. Brahma Kumaris may take up the task wherever there are the branches of Brahma Kumaris across the globe. With the local center of Brahma Kumaris, that every year at least 500 people from each center of the Brahma Kumaris come to see India. Not just the people of Indian diaspora, but not the original Indian people who have settled across, but people of those lands, people of native lands, at least 500 people from each center of the local Brahma Kumaris across various countries. May they be brought to India, to visit India, to see India. Everybody works towards achieving divinity and to work on spirituality. That there is the Param Artha, that one looks up to the higher cause in one's life, to a higher purpose of one's life. And this higher purpose has always been a treasure trove of India, that it is India's spirituality that has always given a higher purpose to life. And it is our responsibility that we take up this responsibility with a maturity, that our selfless efforts will help us to usher into a new age. May this Amrit Mahotsav of the 75th year of India's independence is a festival of the people. It is with your efforts that in the coming years, India will become a golden-aged India. And with this faith, I congratulate you and I thank you. Om Shanti.